Good morning, everybody. Again,
Morning.
I am going to do something that's going to cause a little bit of fear in a couple of people and possible trouble for me later, but I'm going to go in because I serve a higher authority. And I used to wonder why so often pastors and people who spoke said, right up until this time, I didn't know what I was going to do, or I had it planned and I had to throw it out. Well, I've changed a couple of things, only because I was invited to because of the stories told this morning. And I'm going to begin with my Mother's Day. First off, I should begin with, my name is Andrea. I am the bereavement and the volunteer coordinator. I'm blessed to serve God in those roles. This past Sunday, as many of us know, was Mother's Day. And after it was a wonderful morning, everything was great, I got an opportunity to sit in a place that I made. It's not as beautiful as this place, but it's a little covered area that I put together. Sitting there, I was reflecting and I was reading, and my mother has been gone for 40 years. My youngest son will be 40, and he was born after she passed. And for some reason, we talk about a wave. It came, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the bereavement coordinator. I know how to handle grief. I'm good. Well, I'm sitting there, and I heard this buzz. Buzz. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to get stung by a bee and won't be able to go to work tomorrow. But I looked, and I hope I can do this without something blowing away. This hummingbird came up and was right here. And this hummingbird paused and just... I looked at it, and I began to weep because I realized something. Well, I laughed too, because I said, Mom, you got a sense of humor. I felt like it was the Lord God encouraging me, comforting me, that we go on. You go on, and you've got work to do. So with that said, let's talk about a butterfly, much like that hummingbird. A butterfly emerges delicate, yet strong, like ours will today, changed, yet carrying the essence of what always was. In many ways, grief is like that. Because when we experience a loss, it can feel like we've been placed into a space we didn't choose. And in fact, we didn't choose it. A space of deep pain, of questions, of longing. A space where everything feels different. And yet, even there, even in the midst of sorrow, something is happening with us. There is some kind of metamorphosis changing. You see, love does not end. Connection does not disappear. And the life of the one we cherish continues to shape us. Even 40 years later, it continues to shape us, to live in us in ways both seen and unseen. The butterfly reminds us that transformation does not mean forgetting. So many of the bereaved I worked with, they just want to forget because it hurts. But the butterfly reminds us that one day, as we are becoming, we can also remember with joy, with movement, with the ability to go forward. Becoming people who carry love forward. Becoming people who honor legacy through the way we live, the way we love, the way we remember. Today, each name we read, and we'll be reading some names, that's going to represent a life deeply loved and forever remembered. They're not just names, they're stories, they're laughter. They're shared across kitchen tables, quiet moments held by hospital bedsides, lessons taught, hugs given. Oh, I love hugs. Sacrifices made and love poured out in countless ways. Each name reflects a life that mattered, a life that made a difference, a life that is still making a difference if you let it, because of you. You're carrying that life now. The baton has been passed to you, and it's time for you, your time, to run with it. So today, because of the love you carry, as we release these butterflies, we do so with intention. We release them as a symbol of love that continues, as a symbol of transformation, not just for those we have lost, but those of us who remain. We release them in honor, in remembrance, and in hope. Hope that even in grief, there is growth. I see it every day. Hope that even in sorrow, there is beauty. Hope that even in endings, there is a promise of renewal. At Adventist Health, we speak of living God's love by inspiring health, wholeness, and hope. And today, we see that lived out in each of you, because that's what you're doing here. You're inspiring hope, just being here. In your presence here, in your courage to remember, in your willingness to love so deeply, even knowing the cost, because there's a cost to love. Because of grief, that price of love, and what a beautiful testimony that love must be. As the butterflies take flight today, may you see not just what has been lost, but what has been given. May you feel the nearness of the memories that you hold. May you be reminded that you are not alone in your journey. And may you carry forward a gentle peace, the kind that reminds us that love truly never leaves. It simply changes form. Today, we remember. Today, we honor. And today, we release with love the love that we have. Thank you.